What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B Hot Radio Shout. And as always, I got my podcast partner off in this thing, OG Gangsta Wicked, a.k.a. Big Galaxy. What's good with it, my dog?
B, I saw a little joke somebody stole from me a little bit earlier. You know, it's an old joke that I used to do, but I see that a lot of people watch our show.
Yeah.
So just for the people that hadn't seen the, you know what I'm saying, seen the show and know that I brought the funny to the game. I brought the funny to the game. Yeah. I got a little joke for you.
Oh.
That somebody stole from me earlier. Maybe you'll like it.
What is it?
Why does a chicken stare at lettuce? What did you call a chicken that stares at lettuce?
I don't know, sir.
A chicken head. Cut the head of lettuce.
Man, get the hell out of here with this whack-ass comedy. Okay, every day, if I don't have to deal with you changing your damn name every 5 minutes, then you got whack-ass comedy?
I bring fun into the game. Everybody know it. The people told you. They like Galaxy Wick, MVP the Jokester. That's my name now.
Okay, Big Galaxy. Now, you know, I'm going to tell you something that ain't funny.
What?
Keefe D, he just got indicted on charges concerning that whole 2pac murder back in the day, man. I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
My first thought is about time. I mean, the man been yelling from the highest mountain to anybody that'll listen about, you know, actually what went down.
Yeah.
So I know that if, from my experience with DeKalb County and the city of Atlanta, if you even hint that you know anything about anything, they gonna say, so you were there, you know a little bit. Come here, let us talk to you. So what we'll do is we'll squeeze you. I guess they don't play the same out there in Cali. Here, you know, if you know anything, they're gonna squeeze you first.
Yeah.
Let you sit down over there at Rice Street where everybody falling out by the week.
Yeah.
Let you sit down there until you give somebody up. That's pretty much how that's a Southern thing, I think.
And hold up, Wick, before you go deep into it, let me just break down with some of the notes in the news so the audience can understand the backstory too.
Okay.
You know, they saying, you know, last Friday, Las Vegas police arrested and charged Keefe D, who 5 years ago revealed in a documentary interview he was riding in a white Cadillac where a backseat shooter opened fire at 2pac's BMW in Sin City back in 1996. Now, they're saying that Davis and others in the Cadillac were reportedly members of the notorious Los Angeles street gang, the Southside Compton Crips, while 2pac was affiliated with the Bloods, a rival gang. And, you know, they're saying that Greg Caden, you know, one of the most popular officers from investigating this whole thing, you know, he said that with Davis sharing his ties to the shooting in the interviews, followed up by a tell-all memoir, the Las Vegas PD likely delayed arresting him so he would continue providing additional evidence for an airtight case.
Wow. See, so that goes back to kind of what I was just saying a minute ago, that the only difference is here in, like I said, in Atlanta and most of the South, they would have been done that. They would the first time he came out with something, they would have snatched him up down here, threw away the key, and you know, leave your card and say, call us when you're ready to talk. There, I guess they went the opposite. Let him hang himself, make him think it's all cool. Let him do these documents. No, why do we always tell on each other? Who does a documentary when you know that you have been anywhere around it? I'm trying to just figure out who does that. You know, so I really have the stupidity of him doing that right there is, I think, is the bigger issue, right? It's the bigger issue. Now, don't get me wrong. We all out here in the streets kind of knew what had went down. We have seen, other people have talked about it. We have seen video of him pulling up in the car. We've seen movies, all kind of stuff. But I think it's too late. I think that it's bittersweet. Yeah, you got him. Yeah, he's going to be able to shed more light on it. But I wish all this would have happened back when we were all mourning at that particular time.
His mama
when we needed
passed.
answers. His mother that's a great, and I was going to get around to this. His mother has already passed. There are other people that have probably passed that knew something about it, and they were either were gonna tell or were telling, and they mysteriously disappeared. I'm not gonna go into that whole thing.
Yeah.
But at least it did come, but I think it's just too little too late. It's sad that that, you know, we lost one of the greatest rappers of all time. Tupac, when I used to go out to Breed House, this was in late 80s, early 90s. And I say this all the time to you about when they did the video, I Gotta Get Mine, I Gotta Get Yours. They did it over at Andre Rison's house, right?
Yeah.
Tupac, for anybody that didn't know him, that didn't get a chance to meet him, I don't know if you got a chance to meet him, Beehive.
No.
But I did. Mm-hmm. And he was the type of guy that he wasn't as hard as his music portrayed him to be.
Yeah.
He was actually a very, very kind guy.
Yeah.
When I would see him on television and in the news and he's shooting at the cops or he's spitting out the one and stuff, I'd be like, man, this ain't the guy I just saw.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? He was a very smart guy, a thinker.
Yeah.
You know, you have to be a thinker to be 5'5", 135 pounds and get respect by 6'4" niggas, 300 pounds. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to have some type of gift of gab and knowledge of man itself. You know what I'm saying? Some type of finesse game.
Yeah.
That's really what he had. So him to pass in this way, a lot of people still hadn't got over it. I tell people this right here, Behind, I don't know, with your generation if they really felt the impact like we did, but when Tupac died and when Biggie died, I got to throw Biggie in. I can't be hating on Biggie, but that whole situation when they both died, a lot of the culture died with it. And now, right now to this day, it seems like, okay, we always talk about you be like, Wick, we don't had, the South has had rap for the last 30 years or 25 years or whatever. It took that long for rap to kind of start deteriorating. Deteriorating from that stuff back then because rap was Tupac and Biggie had rap so huge back then, the camps. Yeah. They had it so huge that they had that East Coast, West Coast thing not have happened, the South would have still got theirs, but I think it'll be the West will still be on, the East Coast will still be on, and the South will still be getting theirs. Yeah. I think that when those two died, hip hop itself got fed up with East Coast, West Coast rap itself and the artists that was coming. That was one of the things that hurt the music industry because if New York is strong in anything, football, baseball, basketball, hip-hop, if LA is strong, football, basketball, hip-hop, anything, then that industry is stronger. So the South runs rap and we have ran it for 25, but we would be even stronger if LA and New York were relevant. They died with Biggie and Pac. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's the shameful thing when those two died. East Coast, West Coast died, and we could have seen what rap would have been. Because people saying that we ain't had a number one hit in rap in how long? You told me that the other day. You understand what I'm saying? And people think it just started. No, it didn't just start. Because here's one more thing, and I'm gonna throw it back to you. Biggie and Pac both died of gun violence, of gang stuff. Yeah. After that, where's the industry been for the last 15, 20 years that we talk about we don't have it? Rappers dying from what?
Gang stuff.
From gang stuff. Yeah. Well, every rapper that comes on now, what? Gang, gang, when they start their raps off. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. See, so that set in motion what we have today. People think that you do something on Monday, that Tuesday you're going to see the effect of it. Yeah. Now it's like smoking the cigarettes. It's like drinking liquor. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? It might take 30, 40 years for those cigarettes to catch up with you. It might take 30, 40 years for that alcoholism to mess up your liver and stuff. Yeah. It took 30 years for that Pac and Biggie death to change rap and all these young kids follow that blueprint. They'll go listen to a Tupac record and see the sound bite about, he's shooting at the cops or he's a blood and they're crip. They take that part of it, but they don't take out the part that they're mamas. They don't take out the Brenda's got a baby. Yeah. They don't take that from the music. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. That people take what they want to take, and what was taken from it is violence, gang. And it changed the rap game a long time ago, and that's my take on it.
But it's just kind of weird to me how he gets arrested. Also, the other thing is he's been telling the same story for years. And
correct.
they decide to arrest him in 2023. What took so long for that other shoe to drop? Because this story that he's been telling, we've known this story for about 15, 20 years.
I think that deep down, and then I'm going to enter this right there, that the reason why it's taking so long is because he know a lot more than we even think that we know right now about this situation. And there are probably a lot more people involved. And so, they were probably looking at like this dummy. I wish he would, like what you said, just shut up before we either have to bam you or knock you off. One of the two. Just shut up.
Yeah.
And so he don't win did this. So now, once you go and run in your mouth, sometimes you open up that Pandora's box and you make people have to come and check it. They might have didn't want to lock him up. If I lock him up now, that opens this door and this door and this door here. So hopefully he'll just shut up. But he didn't.
Do you feel like you're getting closure off of the situation with them finally arresting somebody?
I mean, not really. I mean, because we already kind of knew, but from what we have heard out there, and two, it still doesn't bring back Tupac. It still doesn't bring back Biggie. And then what's so sad about the entire thing? Not that just Tupac got killed, but Biggie had nothing to do with none of this. Let's just be honest. Let me go on and say that to everybody else. That man ain't had nothing to do with none of this.
Yeah.
Nobody even back then when it was going on really thought that Biggie shot him.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could tell it in Biggie's demeanor. You could tell when they talk. They ain't even that type of guy. Biggie worry about eating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's all we're. And I mean
time.
And I mean literally eating. I'm talking about like eating in the rap game.
Yeah. Getting the money.
Getting to the money. That what was on the man's mind. And I think that it's just sad all the way around for his mama, his family, the city of New York. They lost a great and Pac was up there too. So at one point the city, it looked at Pac as one of their own. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't Pac born in New York?
Yeah, he was running around there for some time.
If he wasn't born, he lived there. You know what I'm saying? So they looked at him as one of their own too. So it's just sad for everything. It's sad for hip hop community, for New York, for LA, and for all of us, and especially Biggie and his people, because Biggie had nothing to do with it.
Do you think with them having him in custody now, some more things are going to come to the light that folks didn't know about?
Absolutely. That's why it took so long to arrest him. And he's already bringing stuff to the light. He told you exactly how it went down. I'm talking about verbatim, where they drove to, what they did. It's because this is deep, man. We're talking about the greatest rapper in the world to have lived, and maybe number two in Biggie, or vice versa. Biggie one and Pac two. However way you want to slice it. We're talking about the two greatest influencers in the rap game to ever live. Both died, and somebody knows.
Yeah.
And now they're putting a spotlight on the person that knows. So how it's he got a lot of pressure on him. That's a lot of pressure.
I mean, y'all hitting them comments, man. Let us know how y'all feel about this thing. Do you feel like, you getting closure off of the arrest of Keefe D? What do you hope to see spawn from all of this stuff? And what are your thoughts, man? Hit the comments and let us know how you feel.